Welcome back. This is session 1, part 3. I'm going to give you a little bit of statistics in this session. This is start getting interesting, and maybe you will see and you will realize of what I've tried to tell you in the first 2 parts of how important dating really is. You will start getting the picture slowly that it is a very serious thing, and it's not something to play with. It's not something to take lightly. It's not something to ignore. Like I said, you will have to decide through the series and after the series with a new open mind, what are you going to do about your dating and by choosing a life partner. Okay? So let's enjoy it. Let's carry on. What goes wrong in marriages so that it ends up in a divorce? There are various reasons, and I'm eventually going to give you statistics and really reasons from the South African perspective of what they say in the High Court why people get divorced. So hang in there. We're going to get to it. Why do couples get divorced? Didn't you ask yourself this question before? Maybe you're a young child and your parents got divorced. Why did they get divorced? Why is it that people are getting married, their parents got divorced, and their marriage life is also a mess? They're also getting divorced. I know many marriage lives like this. Listen, in my life, I'm also assisting marriage couples to sort out their issues and their problems. I've studied that also at CLI. And I'm busy assisting people and help them, giving them some advice to see if they can get united in the marriage life. Why do they get divorced? That's what we're talking about. And that's what we want to get through to the single people by choosing a life partner. What is the reasons for it? Where do things go wrong? Is it maybe because biblical principles does not get applied? Lady, do you really know the man you want to spend the rest of your life with? I'm asking you a question. That guy you're dating at now currently, do you really know him? To spend the rest of your life with him. Do you really know him? The same with you, my friend, young friend. Do you really know that woman you want to spend the rest of your life with? Those of you watching here who've been divorced already, I don't know what age you are. You know why your first marriage was a mess, or your second, or your third. You know why it's a mess. You know what I'm talking about here, because you know what went wrong and where the things went wrong. It's just a pity that people after a second and third marriage still cannot open their eyes and see what they're doing wrong. That's a pity. It's actually shameful, man. Incorrect dating plays a part in all of this that I'm saying here. And you're going to see the statistics that we're going to look at now. We ask, why do couples get divorced after 5, 10, 20 or more years? Why do they get divorced only then? Sometimes it sounds so ridiculous, man. Many issues can be traced back again by bad choice making when it comes to dating. Not all of them is related to bad dating. In a marriage life, down the line, things can go wrong because of various reasons. The dating process was followed. The dating process was followed. It was all fine. It was all good. It was all set up perfectly. But in the marriage, things goes wrong very badly, and there are always reasons for it. But most of them is bad decision making when it comes to dating. Take your dating therefore serious. Be careful who you date. Think with your heart and your mind. A lot of people only think with the mind, especially young people. We're going to get to that very shortly, and I'm going to talk straight in this course. I'm not going to bake a cake here and we're going to eat it and we're going to go via Cape Town or via Joburg or via Botswana or wherever, Mozambique, and we're going to eat it there. We're going to eat it right in this course. You see, because a lot of young men and young boys have got one thing in their mind, and that's sex, man. And the sooner they get the girl in the bed, the better for them, because they're heroes. And thereafter they dump them normally. And you, lady, don't feel sorry for yourself. Why did you open your legs in the first place? Come on, man. It takes two to tango, not only one. We'll get to all these things. That's not dating, man. That's not dating. Think with your heart as well. Because your heart is going to tell you you're making a mistake. Not only your mind. Please. We will get to this also. We'll get to the answers, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to assist you. And if you made mistakes up to now, there is still time to rectify them. If you're not married yet, stop. Go through this course. Think again. Now, look at this. Divorces statistics in South Africa. This is 2019 that I've got from the network. And some of it I lately got from studies that I've done in Potchefstroom University through Professor Moller, but it's also a year or two old. And therefore I want you to listen to this. It will land up on the screen around us here also. Stop it, write it down, pay attention to it. And now you're going to see how serious divorces are in South Africa. And how serious your dating should actually be. Couples between 5 and 9 years, divorce rate 27%. Under 10 years, 43%. I've rounded the figures off, leave the commas and etc. Leave it out. Couples with children 18 and younger, 44%. Let's stop here. When my children was in school and I was in Joburg and Roodepoort, and my daughter was on primary school, am I correct? Primary school up to grade 7 or whatsoever. I attended one class one evening, and someone said there that in a class of 40 children, if I remember correctly, something like 30 up to 35 on an average basis of the children sitting there, the parents are divorced. It is shocking, man. It is shocking. 18 years and younger, 44% of them land up in the divorce case. This is something serious. There is something wrong. In Bloemfontein, from Henny van der Westhuizen, I assist him with a seminar about marriages in Mossel Bay last year. In Bloemfontein, 90 divorces per week, 2021. Shocking. Because of COVID in 2020 and 21, especially 2020 and a part of 21, it went up by 20%. Divorce statistics in South Africa went up by 20%, not only South Africa, many parts of the world. There are a lot of reasons for that. First marriages land up on 64%. Second marriages, 82%. You see, we don't listen from the first marriage. We don't learn from the first mistake. Now we end up in a higher divorce rate, 82%. And here's the shocking news. Third marriages, even more worse, 91%, land up in the divorce case. Nearly 50% of troubled marriages in America are couples that belong to a church. Personally, I think South Africa and the rest of the Western world is not far behind, or could be worse off. People are sitting in a church and they've got marriage issues. What is wrong with the church today? I'm asking that question as well. So what's wrong in the church? You see, we can preach from the morning till the night about many things, but hardly ever do you hear in a church that they're going to attend to couples and marriage issues. Once in a blue moon you will hear they're going to attend a marriage course. And you know what? A handful is attending it. Because everyone thinks it's well away with my marriage. Because we're in that cycle and we used to fight and argue and, well, you know, just carry on in life, man. I'm talking here about Christians. I'm not talking about the world outside there. This presentation is based on Christians. And a lot of people outside that is not even a Christian can also look at this, because everyone can learn here. Do you get the picture of how bad it is out there? How important it is to make the right and the correct choice by choosing the right partner. And then we're not going to talk about the marriage part of how important to maintain a good, healthy marriage life. I'm not going to even talk about that. I'm talking the pre to the marriage. Can you see how important it is? This brings me to the end of part 1 of session 1. Things is heating up. Stay tuned. God bless you. I'll see you in your last part of session 1 shortly. Take care.